Do you ever lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wishing for sleep that just won't come? Perhaps you drift off, only to wake repeatedly, feeling more tired in the morning than when you went to bed. It's a common story for many of us over 60, isn't it? That deep. Restorative sleep often feels like a distant memory, replaced by restless nights and groggy mornings. You might find yourself hitting snooze repeatedly, feeling sluggish throughout the day, struggling to focus, and generally just not feeling as vibrant or energetic as you once did. This isn't just about feeling a bit tired. Chronic poor sleep quietly chips away at our health, affecting everything from our memory and mood to our immune system, and even how quickly our bodies age. It can leave us feeling older than our years, diminishing the joy and vitality that should be abundant in this stage of life. But what if I told you there's one simple, yet incredibly powerful nighttime habit that can profoundly change all of that habit that, when consistently practiced, doesn't just promise better sleep tonight, but actually contributes to a longer, healthier, and much more vibrant life after 60. It's not a magic pill or a complicated exercise routine, but something surprisingly within your grasp. In this video, we're going to dive deep into this single, transformative nighttime habit, breaking down its essential components and showing you exactly how to weave it into your own life for profound benefits. And make sure you watch all the way to the end, because there's something truly surprising that ties all of this together. Something you might never have considered about the true power of a good night's rest. So, let's gently ease into the heart of this life-changing habit, which, at its core, is all about creating a mindful and intentional digital sunset and winding down ritual. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Turn off my TV, my tablet. But that's how I relax. And that's a perfectly natural thought, especially when these devices have become such a familiar part of our evening routine. But here's the surprising truth. The screens we cherish so much are often the biggest culprits stealing our precious sleep. Our modern world is bathed in blue light, emitted from our phones, tablets, computers, and even our televisions. And while this light is wonderful for keeping us alert during the day, it sends a very confusing signal to our brains when darkness falls. You see, our bodies are wired to respond to light and darkness. When the sun sets, our brains naturally begin to produce melatonin, the hormone that tells our bodies it's time to get sleepy and prepare for rest. But when we're exposed to blue light late into the evening, it tricks our brains into thinking it's still daytime. It suppresses melatonin production, making it harder to fall asleep and often leading to less deep, restorative sleep even when we do eventually drift off. It's like trying to get your garden to sleep by shining a floodlight on it all night. It simply won't settle. The solution isn't about ditching your beloved devices entirely, but about implementing a consistent digital sunset. This means setting a firm cutoff time for all screens at least 1 to 2 hours before you plan to go to bed. If you aim to be asleep by 10 p.m., then your digital sunset should ideally begin by 8 p.m. Now, I understand this can feel like a significant shift, especially if you're used to scrolling through news feeds, watching late-night shows, or connecting with loved ones online right up until you turn out the light. But think of it as reclaiming your evenings, giving your brain the quiet, dark signal it desperately needs to prepare for truly restful sleep. Instead of staring at a screen, imagine those last hours before bed becoming a sanctuary of calm. What could you do instead? Perhaps pick up that book you've been meaning to read, the one with actual paper pages, or engage in a quiet conversation with your partner or a family member without the distraction of glowing rectangles. Maybe you could listen to a gentle podcast or some calming music. Some people find knitting or a simple jigsaw puzzle incredibly soothing. The key is to find an activity that is both relaxing and doesn't involve bright, stimulating screens. Beyond the blue light, there's another crucial element to this digital sunset: the mental stimulation these devices provide. Think about it. When you're on your phone, you might be reading upsetting news, engaging in lively debates, or getting caught up in social media comparisons, your brain is constantly processing new information, reacting, and problem-solving. This kind of mental activity is the opposite of what your brain needs to wind down for sleep. It's like trying to slow down a speeding train just moments before it needs to arrive calmly at the station. The digital sunset isn't just about the light. It's about giving your mind a chance to transition from a state of active engagement to one of quiet contemplation. It allows your thoughts to settle, your worries to gently recede, and your nervous system to ease into a state of rest. Coupled with the digital sunset, the environment in your bedroom plays an enormous role in inviting quality sleep. Think of your bedroom as a cave, a sanctuary designed purely for rest and rejuvenation. Is it truly dark? Even a sliver of light from a street lamp, a digital clock, or a charging phone can disrupt your sleep cycle. Invest in blackout curtains or blinds. Even a comfortable eye mask can make a world of difference. Is it quiet background noises? Whether it's traffic, a dripping faucet, or even a snoring partner, can pull you out of deeper sleep stages. Consider earplugs or a white noise machine if silence is hard to come by. And crucially, what about the temperature? Most people sleep best in a cool room, typically between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 19 degrees Celsius. Our bodies naturally cool down to initiate sleep, and a warm bedroom can hinder this process, leading to restless tossing and turning. Experiment with your thermostat settings and find what feels right for you. A cooler room encourages your body to settle into that deeper, more restorative sleep much more readily. Now, let's talk about what you put into your body in the hours leading up to bedtime, because this is another vital, often overlooked piece of our nighttime habit. Imagine trying to fall asleep with a rock in your stomach or your bladder constantly calling to you. It's simply not conducive to peaceful rest. Is it? The timing and composition of your evening meal can have a profound impact on how well you sleep. Heavy, rich, or spicy foods, especially those high in fat, take a long time to digest. When your digestive system is working overtime trying to break down a big meal, your body isn't focused on preparing for sleep. Instead, it's actively engaged in a metabolic process, which can keep you feeling alert and uncomfortable. Think about that delicious but hearty curry, or a fatty steak dinner. While wonderful in the middle of the day, having them too close to bedtime can lead to indigestion, heartburn, and overall discomfort that makes it incredibly difficult to drift off and stay asleep. Aim to finish your last significant meal at least 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to bed. This gives your digestive system ample time to process the food and quiet down. If you do find yourself feeling a little hungry closer to bedtime, opt for something very light and easily digestible. A small banana, a handful of almonds, or a cup of warm herbal tea without caffeine, of course, can be gentle options that won't disturb your sleep. Equally important is being mindful of your fluid intake. While staying hydrated throughout the day is absolutely essential for our health, chugging a big glass of water right before bed is almost a guaranteed recipe for multiple trips to the bathroom during the night. Each time you wake up, even if it's just for a few minutes, it disrupts your sleep cycle and prevents you from entering those crucial deep sleep stages. Try to front-load your hydration earlier in the day and taper off your fluid intake in the last couple of hours before you hit the pillow. Of course, a small sip of water if your mouth is dry is fine, but avoid large quantities. And speaking of fluids, let's address the two big disruptors, caffeine and alcohol. Caffeine, as we all know, is a stimulant. While that morning cup of coffee is a cherished ritual for many, its effects can linger in your system for hours. Even decaffeinated coffee can contain trace amounts of caffeine. Be mindful of when you're having your last cup of coffee, tea, or soda. For many over 60, it's wise to cut off caffeine intake by early afternoon, around 2 or 3 p.m., to ensure it's fully cleared from your system by bedtime. Now, alcohol is a tricky one, because many people mistakenly believe it helps them sleep. It might make you feel drowsy initially, leading you to fall asleep faster. However, alcohol significantly disrupts the quality of your sleep. It fragments your sleep, preventing you from reaching the deep, restorative REM rapid eye movement sleep that's so vital for memory consolidation and emotional regulation. You might wake up feeling groggy, even if you slept for 8 hours, because your body wasn't able to fully cycle through its sleep stages. So, for truly restorative sleep, it's best to avoid alcohol altogether in the evenings, or at least consume it in very moderation and several hours before bedtime. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes when your body isn't working to process alcohol while it should be healing and rejuvenating itself during sleep. Think of these choices: lighter dinners, mindful hydration, and avoiding stimulants, not as restrictions, but as gifts you give your body, setting the stage for truly profound rest. Now that we've discussed how our evening habits around screens, our environment, and our food choices significantly influence our sleep, let's move on to how we can further deepen this powerful nighttime ritual with gentle movement and mindful relaxation, bringing us even closer to that elusive deep sleep and longer, healthier life. Building on the foundation of a digital sunset, a cool, dark room, and mindful eating. The next layers of our transformative nighttime habit involve preparing your body and mind for rest in a gentler, more profound way. This brings us to the power of gentle movement and mindful relaxation practices. When I say movement, I'm certainly not suggesting a vigorous workout right before bed. That would have the opposite effect, stimulating your body and mind. Instead, I'm talking about very light, non-strenuous activity that can help release any residual tension from your day and signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Think about a gentle evening stroll earlier in the evening, perhaps an hour or two after dinner. A leisurely walk around the block, taking in the quiet evening air, can do wonders. It helps to regulate your body temperature, uses up a little energy in a calm way, and provides a pleasant transition from the busyness of the day. It's not about breaking a sweat, but about moving your body gently. For some, this might even involve a few very gentle stretches or some simple yoga poses specifically designed for bedtime. Think slow, easy stretches that focus on breathing and releasing tension in the neck, shoulders, and lower back. Holding each stretch for 20-30 seconds, breathing deeply, can feel incredibly soothing. This kind of movement isn't about getting fit. It's about relaxing your muscles and promoting a sense of ease in your body, preparing it for stillness. Now, once your body is beginning to feel more relaxed, we turn our attention to the mind, which for many of us is the biggest obstacle to peaceful sleep. This is where mindful relaxation practices become absolutely invaluable. Our minds, especially as we age, often seem to develop a mind of their own, replaying the day's worries, planning for tomorrow, or just generally being too noisy to settle. The goal here isn't to force your mind to be blank. That's often an impossible and frustrating task. Instead, it's about gently shifting your mind's focus from active problem-solving or endless to-do lists to a more peaceful, contemplative state. One wonderful way to do this is through reading. And I mean a physical book, not a glowing screen. The act of turning pages, the feel of the paper, and the focus on a story or a gentle topic can be incredibly soothing. Choose something light and enjoyable, not a thrilling mystery that will keep you on the edge of your seat, or a heavy non-fiction book that requires intense concentration. Perhaps a pleasant novel, a collection of poetry, or even a simple magazine. The key is to engage your mind gently without stimulating it too much. Another powerful tool for calming the mind is listening to gentle music or guided meditations. There are countless apps and YouTube channels offering sleep stories, calming soundscapes, or guided meditations specifically designed to help you relax and drift off. The key is to choose something without lyrics that can distract you, or sounds that are too jarring. Soft classical music, nature sounds like gentle rain or ocean waves, or a calm voice guiding you through a body scan meditation can be incredibly effective. This isn't about clearing your mind of all thoughts, but rather about giving your mind something gentle and pleasant to focus on, redirecting it away from the day's anxieties. Think of it like a gentle lullaby for your brain. For those who find their thoughts racing particularly fast, a practice called brain dumping or light journaling can be remarkably helpful. This isn't about writing a full diary entry. It's simply about taking a few minutes to jot down any lingering thoughts, worries, or tasks that are bouncing around in your head. Just the act of getting them out of your mind and onto paper can be incredibly freeing. It's like telling your brain, "Okay, I've acknowledged these thoughts. They're safely stored, and I can deal with them tomorrow. For now, it's time to rest." This helps prevent those thoughts from circling endlessly when you're trying to fall asleep. Keep it brief. A few bullet points, perhaps, and then close the notebook, signaling to your mind that the thinking part of the day is done. Finally, at the very heart of this entire nighttime habit is the power of routine and consistency. Our bodies and minds thrive on predictability, especially as we age. When you consistently follow a similar sequence of actions each evening, your body begins to associate these actions with sleep. It creates a powerful, conditioned response, much like Pavlov's dogs salivating at the sound of a bell. When you dim the lights, put away your screen, engage in a relaxing activity, and then prepare for bed at roughly the same time each night, your body starts to anticipate sleep. This consistent rhythm helps to regulate your natural circadian rhythm, your internal body clock, making it easier to fall asleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed. It's not just about what you do, but when and how often you do it. Even on weekends, try to stick as closely as possible to your established sleep and wake times. Occasional deviations are understandable, of course, but the more consistent you are, the stronger your body's sleep signals will become, leading to deeper, more restorative sleep night after night. This consistency is the secret sauce that truly transforms these individual components into one powerful, life-enhancing habit. Next, we'll dive into how all these pieces fit together to not just give you better sleep, but truly contribute to a longer, more vibrant life after 60-something that goes far beyond simply feeling rested. So, we've walked through the layers of this single, transformative nighttime habit, from the crucial digital sunset and optimizing your bedroom environment for darkness, coolness, and quiet, to the wisdom of lighter evening meals and mindful hydration. And finally, embracing gentle movement and calming mindful practices like reading or light journaling. It's a comprehensive, yet gentle, approach to preparing your entire being for restorative sleep. Each of these elements isn't just a separate tip. They are interconnected threads forming a beautiful tapestry of preparation, signaling to your body and mind that it's time to transition from the active demands of the day to the healing embrace of the night. It's about intentionally creating a quiet, peaceful pathway to deep rest. And why is this so incredibly vital, especially for those of us over 60? It goes far beyond simply waking up feeling less tired. When you consistently achieve deep, quality sleep, you are literally giving your body and brain the ultimate opportunity to repair, regenerate, and rejuvenate. Think of sleep as your body's nightly maintenance crew. During those precious hours, your brain is busy clearing out toxins and waste products that accumulate during the day, much like a tiny cleaning crew sweeping away debris. This brainwash is crucial for maintaining sharp cognitive function, protecting against memory loss, and even potentially warding off conditions like dementia. Imagine the clarity and mental agility you can experience when your brain has had a proper spring cleaning every single night. Beyond the brain, quality sleep significantly boosts your immune system. While you're sleeping deeply, your body produces and releases cytokines, proteins that target infection and inflammation, creating a powerful defense against illness. Poor sleep, on the other hand, leaves your immune system vulnerable, making you more susceptible to colds, flu, and other infections. In our later years, a robust immune system is absolutely paramount for maintaining our health and independence. Furthermore, deep sleep is when your body releases growth hormone, which is essential for cellular repair, muscle maintenance, and bone strength. It's how your body literally rebuilds itself, recovering from the wear and tear of the day. This repair work is critical for maintaining physical vitality, reducing aches and pains, and helping you feel stronger and more capable. Consider the ripple effect of this one habit throughout your entire life. When you sleep well, your mood improves dramatically. You're less irritable, more patient, and generally more optimistic. This positive outlook naturally enhances your relationships and your overall enjoyment of life. Your energy levels soar, allowing you to engage more fully in hobbies, social activities, and time with loved ones. You might find you have more stamina for walks, gardening, or pursuing new passions. This isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years, ensuring those years are rich, active, and filled with purpose. Remember, the beauty of this nighttime habit is its simplicity and accessibility. You don't need expensive equipment or complicated memberships. It's about making small, consistent choices each evening that collectively create a powerful shift. It might feel a little challenging at first, particularly breaking old patterns like evening screen time. But treat yourself with patience and kindness. Start with one change, like setting that digital sunset time. Once that feels comfortable, introduce another, like making sure your room is truly dark. Slowly, but surely, these intentional actions will weave together into a seamless and deeply rewarding ritual. This is your invitation to reclaim your nights. And in doing so, reclaim your vibrant days. It's a commitment to yourself, a promise of better health, clearer thinking, and a profound sense of well-being that truly enhances your longevity. You deserve to experience the incredible benefits of truly restorative sleep, to wake up feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to embrace each day with zest. Imagine the possibilities that open up when you have that consistent wellspring of energy and mental clarity. So many of us spend years chasing remedies for our daytime fatigue, when often, the greatest solution lies in what we do in the quiet hours before bed. It's a powerful testament to the body's innate ability to heal and thrive, given the right conditions. We'd love to hear about your own experiences with sleep and what nighttime routines have worked for you. Please share your thoughts and wisdom in the comments below. Your insights could be just what someone else needs to hear. If you found this video helpful and inspiring, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more practical advice and empowering content designed to help you live your best life at every age. You truly have the power to transform your nights and, in turn, revolutionize your days. Live your best life at every age. Starting tonight.